This, good readers, is my Yes Greats, and this is just a super fun board. I've ridden the 56, felt it was just so much bigger than my old 56 from, like, I think it's like the 16, 18 years or 15, 18 years when they switched from GST to SWS. They've got much softer and totally different, like same shape, but totally different board from the GST days. Then they redid this at GST and made it much wider. It's got much more volume per size now, or whatever you want to call it, surface area. And I was playing around with the numbers and my shitty math, and it looks like this is kind of in between. This 51 that I have now that I ended up buying is kind of in between the 54 and the 56 of years past. So kind of interesting, you know, or maybe it's in between. I did a lot of calculations. Maybe it's in between the 54 jackpot and the 56 greats, but I think it's between the 54 and 56. It's just a lot wider, a lot more volume, totally new design. Rode the 56, thought it was just way too big. Tried the 54, liked it a lot more, and almost bought it, but then, you know, just I get so many emails about this board. I just thought it might be fun to try the 51. And since it's kind of in between the 54 and the 56, you know, and I had so much fun after trying the 57 optimistic, the 54 optimistic, and the 51. The 51 was my favorite, hands down. So I thought I might as well give this a go too. So there you have it. And I wanted to show you kind of under the pretty lights what it's like. And you can see it's got a new thing going on here. They have, I think, 3 types of mid bites, or, you know, bites now. They have underbite, they have tapered under, and they have 4. So they have underbite, which is kind of the original, like you'll see on the typo and the basic decade, all these, you know, fun boards, and that really grips well. It's almost up there with magnet traction. It's really close. Then they have like full magnet traction, not the half, you know, not 0.5. Then they have tapered underbite, which is on the Yes Pick Your Line and that one only. And that's pretty cool, but that's not really relevant to this. Then they have mid bite, which is on like the jackpot, the standard, the ghost. And then they have asymmetrical mid bite, and that's what this is. So this has got a lot more volume, but super deep side cuts, as you can see in the pictures. And then it's got this little indention here. So the waist isn't quite what you think it is. It's like, it's Burt Reynolds, love the guy. God rest in peace, man. But when he was older, he would wear a corset. It's kind of like, you know, just, we're kind of Burt Reynoldsing right now. Just a little bit of a corset here. It's pulled in real tight. So you've got much more volume or surface area over where you mount your bindings, and then a much more tapered middle part. So it gives you faster turn initiation, but it also gives you more bite in harder snow. So it's kind of improved 2 things. It's kind of helped that mid-wide guy to even wide guy, borderline wide guy, ride these boards now. And for guys like me who are size 9s, all you have to do is size down. You don't have to worry too much. They have 6 inserts too, which is great, but you don't have to worry too much about stance with range and all that stuff like you might have to with the standard. With this, you basically want to ride this centered and duck, because, you know, the toe side is kind of like a mellow side cut. The heel side's a deeper, shorter side cut, because this is how you set up on the board. That's how they want you to set up. They really don't want you to set it back, or, you know, not that you can really much or at all anyways. I think it like comes down to an inch. Like, I think it's 2 inches set all the way back in difference from like here versus here. So, you know, you're looking at 2 inches between the you know, from this furthest back with traditional bindings to this tail, and furthest back to this nose, and then divide that by 2, thanks to some help from from some people who know math. That's the actual setback on board, so it's almost nothing. But this board likes to be ridden centered because of those different side cuts. It starts to get a little weird the further you get back. But it's very doable if you want it that way, but it works. The base, pretty cool. You know, it's got the die cut. Not a huge fan of that personally. I just love to see all black, but man, these pigs are pretty cool. The Unink stuff, I like it. I love the old Burton Unink years ago when they used to ride for them. And so, you know, that's that. Camber profile's pretty good. I'm glad to see them with Yes, though, doing what they're doing. It's incredible. I've never seen so many boards please our group of riders so much. They just have so many different types of boards for all different types of riders, and they're all made really well. So hats off to them. I never want to have this many favorites in my line from Yes, but they've all earned it, and we've tested them against so many other boards that, you know, for this time, they're just, you know, they're really Hansel right now. You can see the camber profile. You can see just kind of like they say Yes, this is the heel side, and you can see the asymmetrical thing. It's just a fun board. Get this board if you can find one. This is mine, and I'm gonna ride the shit out of it. So there you have it.